Hello and welcome back to the English Flow podcast, the best place to improve your English fluency while having fun. I'm your host, Leo.
And I'm Kei. It's great to be with you all again. Leo, I am absolutely starving today. I've been thinking about food all morning.
That's perfect, Key, because today's episode is all about food. We're going to talk about our favorite dishes, daily meals, and most importantly, we'll teach you how to talk about food in English, including how to order at a restaurant.
Yes, this is such a useful topic. Whether you're traveling, dining with friends, or just making small talk, food is a universal language. So grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's get started.
All right, let's dive right in. Key, to kick things off, what is your all-time favorite food? The one dish you could eat over and over again.
Oh, that's an easy one for me. It has to be a classic, hearty bowl of Japanese ramen. Not the instant kind, but authentic ramen from a specialty shop.
Ah, an excellent choice. What kind of ramen is your favorite? There are so many variations.
My go-to is tonkotsu ramen. It has this rich, creamy pork broth that's been simmered for hours, with perfectly chewy noodles, tender slices of chashu pork, a soft-boiled egg, and some green onions. It's so savory and comforting.
You're making my mouth water just describing it. The word you used, savory, is a great vocabulary word. It means salty or spicy, not sweet. Ramen is definitely the king of savory comfort foods.
Exactly. It just warms you up from the inside out. How about you, Leo? What's your ultimate favorite food?
For me, it has to be pizza, a classic margarita pizza specifically. There's something magical about the simple combination of a crispy crust, tangy tomato sauce, fresh mozzarella cheese, and a few basil leaves.
A purist. I can respect that. While I do love toppings, a simple, well-made margarita is a thing of beauty. Do you have a favorite pizza place?
There's a small, family-owned Italian place downtown that makes it in a wood-fired oven. The crust gets those perfect charred spots. It's just incredible. It's my go-to for a celebration or just a Friday night treat.
That sounds amazing. It's funny how favorite foods are often linked to good memories. Okay, moving on from our favorites, what does a typical day of eating look like for you? Let's talk about daily meals. What do you usually have for breakfast?
I try to start healthy. My breakfast is usually pretty simple. Oatmeal with some berries and nuts, and a big cup of black coffee. It's quick, filling, and gives me the energy I need for the morning. What about you?
I'm a bit different. I prefer something savory in the morning. Often, I'll have avocado toast with a fried egg on top. And of course, green tea is a must for me.
Avocado toast is a great choice. Okay, how about lunch? Do you usually pack a lunch or buy something?
I'm a big fan of meal prepping. So on Sundays, I'll often cook a big batch of something like grilled chicken, roasted vegetables, and quinoa. I'll portion it out for the week. It saves time and money, and it's usually healthier than eating out.
You are so organized. I'm a bit more spontaneous. I usually grab a salad or a sandwich from a cafe near the office. I like the variety of trying different places.
That's fun too. So what about dinner? Is that your main meal of the day?
Definitely. I enjoy cooking dinner. It helps me unwind after a long day. I might make anything from pasta to stir fry to tacos. I like to experiment with different recipes. And I have to admit, I have a bit of a sweet tooth, so I often have a piece of dark chocolate for dessert.
Having a sweet tooth means you really like sweet foods. Me too. My weakness is ice cream. I almost always have some in my freezer.
Okay, all this talk about eating out and different meals brings us to a very practical skill: ordering food in an English-speaking country. This can be intimidating for learners, but with a few key phrases, it's actually quite simple.
Let's do a role play. I'll be the customer, and Leo, you can be the waiter. Listeners, pay attention to the questions I ask and the phrases I use.
Sounds good. Let's imagine we're at a nice, casual restaurant called the English Garden. Ring ring. I'm approaching the host stand. Hello, welcome to the English Garden. A table for one?
Hi, just me. Could I get a table by the window if possible?
Certainly. Right this way. Here is your menu. My name is Leo, and I'll be your server today. Can I start you off with something to drink?
Yes, I'll just have a sparkling water with lemon, please.
Excellent choice. I'll be right back with that. Here is your sparkling water. Are you ready to order, or do you need another minute?
I'm ready. For an appetizer, I'd like to try the bruschetta. And for my main course, I'm trying to decide between the grilled salmon and the chicken pasta. What would you recommend?
Both are very popular, but the salmon is our specialty. It's served with roasted asparagus and lemon potatoes.
That sounds delicious. I'll go with the salmon then. And could you make sure there are no onions in the potatoes? I have an allergy.
Of course, I'll let the chef know no onions. So that's one bruschetta to start and the grilled salmon for your main. Is there anything else?
That's all for now, thank you.
Later, how was everything? Did you enjoy the salmon?
It was wonderful, thank you. Cooked perfectly.
I'm glad to hear it. Can I interest you in our dessert menu? We have a fantastic chocolate lava cake tonight.
Oh, that's tempting, but I'm completely stuffed. I'll just have the check, please.
Certainly, I'll bring that right over for you. And scene. See? Not so scary. Kei, you used some great phrases there.
Thanks, Leo. A few key takeaways for our listeners. Asking what would you recommend is perfect when you're undecided, and it's very important to clearly state any dietary restrictions or allergies, like I did with, could you make sure there are no onions?
Exactly. And when you're finished and ready to pay, you can say, I'll have the check, please. Or, could we get the bill, please? Very polite and very clear.
Now, let's talk about cultural foods. Food is such a huge part of culture and travel. We've already touched on Japanese ramen. Another iconic Japanese food is, of course, sushi.
Absolutely. I think many people associate Japan with sushi, but there's so much more to it than just raw fish, right?
That's right. The art of sushi is in the quality of the ingredients and the perfection of the rice, which is seasoned with vinegar. There are countless varieties, from nigiri, which is a slice of fish over rice, to maki, which are rolls wrapped in seaweed. There are even cooked and vegetarian options. It's a very versatile cuisine.
That's fascinating. Speaking of American culture, I think a classic cultural food would be barbecue. It's more than just a way of cooking. It's a social event.
I've heard barbecue is a very serious business in some parts of the U.S.
Oh, it is. There are huge regional differences. In Texas, it's all about beef brisket, slow smoked for hours until it's incredibly tender. In the Carolinas, it's pulled pork with a tangy vinegar-based sauce. And it's always served with side dishes like coleslaw, baked beans, and cornbread. It's the ultimate summer comfort food.
It sounds like a feast. It's amazing how every culture has its own special occasion foods.
Okay, are you ready for a little fun? It's time for our game segment. Today, we're playing Guess the Dish.
I love this game. How does it work?
I will describe a famous food without saying its name. I'll talk about its ingredients, origin, and how it's eaten. Your job is to guess what it is. Ready for round one?
Ready. Hit me with your best clues.
Okay, this dish originally comes from Italy. It's a long, thin type of pasta. It is famously served with a sauce made of ground meat, tomatoes, onions, and herbs. A very popular version also includes meatballs. What is it?
Long thin pasta? Meat sauce? Meatballs? It has to be spaghetti and meatballs.
Correct. Point for Kei, a beloved dish around the world.
All right, my turn to describe. This dish comes from Mexico. It consists of a small, folded or rolled tortilla, which can be hard or soft. Inside, you can find a variety of fillings like seasoned ground beef, chicken, or fish. It's often topped with lettuce, tomato, cheese, and salsa.
Oh, that's an easy one. That's a taco.
You got it. So simple, yet so delicious. I could really go for a taco right now. We'll call it a draw.
That was fun. And now before we wrap up, let's review some of the key vocabulary and phrases we use in today's episode. This is our vocabulary bite segment.
Let's do it. First up, we used the word savory. This describes food that is salty or spicy, the opposite of sweet. A steak is savory, but a cake is sweet.
Next, to have a sweet tooth. This is an idiom that means you enjoy eating sweet foods very much. For example, I have a real sweet tooth. I can never say no to dessert.
In our restaurant roleplay, we talked about the parts of a meal. An appetizer is a small dish you eat at the start of a meal. The main course is the biggest part of the meal. And dessert is the sweet dish you eat at the end.
A great phrase for ordering is I'd like or I'll have. For example, I'd like the chicken sandwich or I'll have the soup of the day. Both are polite ways to order.
And don't forget, what do you recommend? This is a perfect question to ask the waiter if you're not sure what to get.
Finally, when you want to pay, you ask for the check or the bill. Both words mean the same thing. Could I have the check, please?
And that brings us to the end of our delicious episode on food. I hope you all learned some useful English and are feeling as hungry as I am right now.
Me too. Practice these new words and phrases this week. Maybe even try ordering your next coffee or meal in English if you have the chance. The more you use it, the more natural it will feel.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the English Flow podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe and leave us a review. It really helps us out.
Join us next time when we'll be talking about hobbies and free time. Until then, keep practicing and keep flowing. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.